Welcome back, everyone. Carson Knuth with Hybrid Block is here to talk to us today about the platform for advanced blockchain solutions. So please welcome Carson Knuth.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for being here so early. I know it's the last day of the conference, so I caught a cold, so excuse my voice over the next 15, 20 minutes. Anyway, so I work for a company called Hybrid Block. So a few months ago, about 6 months ago, I was involved with another project called Unicoin Gold. So I had a company that was acquired by Unicorn, and then we helped them walk through a token sale, and we brought an esports betting coin to sort of the future, and did one of the largest ICOs in the esports space. I think it is still the largest one, over $30 million, and then the price of Ether tripled. So it was a pretty good return for us. Really exciting, and I had a lot of really good opportunity with the company, and I thought this was like the future where I was going to be. And then I had some people come to me and sort of present this idea, and I immediately left because I feel like this is really the future, and their opportunity here is just so substantial. So anyway, I want to explain a little bit about the Hybrid Block ecosystem. So what we're creating is really just a focused exchange and education system to be able to onboard new users, especially in the Southeast Asia market. So that's where our strengths lie in Asia, and so we've created sort of an ecosystem that allows people to learn about crypto, easily buy crypto, trade crypto, and then have institutional tools as well for people that are more advanced. So Base Trade's our first real product that we've developed, or that we're in process of developing. So what it is, it's just really revolutionary. So it's a simple way to buy crypto in a new way that hasn't been done before. So this is our, the web interface or our application, what you do. So what you have is you have in your account, you have fund it with through the bank or through crypto, and then we're going to be taking credit card and debit cards pretty soon. We have some partnerships coming along with in Southeast Asia, and so what we have is just some of the basic coins up here. You go to the coin and you're able to see the price, just basically where it's going over the week, day, month, 3 months, 6 month, year, whatever, and you have an option to buy or sell. Now, if you go buy, you can buy and put in how much money of each coin you want to buy. So I want to buy, $5,000 of Bitcoin. So I put $5,000 of Bitcoin, and then I add it to my cart, just like you would on any online shopping. So it's just like, honestly, going to Amazon or any other online shopping experience. You add it to your cart. Then I want to buy Ethereum. I put in the amount of money that I want to buy, add it to my cart. If I want to sell Ethereum, I put in how much I want to sell, and you add it to your cart. And then at the end, it's one single checkout process. So it gives you that whole experience instantaneous. You're able to essentially create an instantaneous portfolio through this application. And it really sort of simplifies the buying process, because right now, how many people go to an exchange for the first time, okay, well, they told me to buy Bitcoin, told me to buy Ethereum, told me to buy Bitcoin Cash. You have to Bitcoin. Okay, now I have to go buy again. Now I have to buy Ethereum. So this takes away that process, especially sort of that hurdle that exists for new users, and it gives them a product that they're already familiar with on online shopping, and it just replicates it, but in the crypto space. So it's a very easy way for people to get past that first initial sort of hump, I guess, that exists. Stumbling block, that's a better word for that. So Hybrid Trade is our crypto-to-crypto web-based exchange. Just like any, GDAX, Binance, KuCoin, any of those, this is our, similar product. So this is for, obviously, the more intermediate users, people that are familiar with it, that have, use of order books. This is their product. They know exactly what it is. So what's unique about it is, so we show all the prices in our exchange. We will. Our exchange is launching in April. But we'll show all the prices from around the world, and we have multiple exchanges that we're already hooked up to for added liquidity, and we pull from their API, so we're able to pull the best prices, show you the best price, and then you're able to choose that price. So let's say, if here's, for example, there's people, if you're trying to sell, there's someone here selling for $16,236. This was obviously a while ago. But yeah, someone's selling for 16,236, and someone's, selling for under 15,000. So there's a spread there, and it exists right now just because the market is still new, and obviously there's opportunity for this type of arbitrage. And as more exchanges come online and more people are able to sort of standardize their pricing, this will disappear. But for right now, it's a really good opportunity, and so people are able to see, oh, I want to sell at the highest price, buy at the lowest. Obviously, that's what we all want to do, and so we have an exchange that provides that. We're able to provide the best price by doing this. Right now, we have a token that's incorporating into the exchange. It's gives you a discount on all the trading fees, and it's the key to the payment in all of our systems. So our entire ecosystem is powered by our token. Like, it's a payment tool for each step of the way, and we're continuously burning tokens. Every quarter, we take a certain percentage of our money and burn tokens so that the supply is constantly lowering. I'll talk about that in just a little bit. But this is the trade platform, the crypto-to-crypto trade platform. Right now, obviously, we know that there's a huge problem with all of the exchanges and not being able to onboard enough new users, or they're freezing new signups, or they just close down to maintain servers, or fix problems. So it's, I think, one of the better times to be able to provide a new solution for people to come on board into crypto. And so we really want to solve this problem. We don't want so many people trying to sign up. I know that when Binance opens their sign up windows, they have hundreds of thousands of people sign up within a couple of hours. So we want to be able to help alleviate this problem and also help grow our business. So it's I think one of the better markets to be in right now. I've long been a believer in decentralized exchanges, but I think for the market that a lot of people are targeting, especially in Asia, you need to work through the governments and regulation and have more of a centralized approach. And hybrid exchange, this is the last, or the third piece of our exchange ecosystem. This is our advanced trading platform. So we've been working on this for 7 months or something like that now. We have a team of developers that have built extremely complex trading platforms in the back in previous projects. And this is like a downloadable, I don't know if you're familiar with TD Ameritrade, like Thinkorswim. So this product is very, very, very unique in that sense. Right now it doesn't exist on the crypto market. So this will be launching in April as well. It's fully customizable. You download it to your computer, open it up, connect to any API that we have that you have access to, able to make the trades, and you can program up to 4 screens, I believe, that you can set. So when it pops up, you have 4 screens, you get ready to go. Anyway, this is the extremely advanced platform. It's very, very fast, and we have a lot of people that are anxious about that. And this platform, we charge a monthly fee to use it through our token, so that's where our token comes in here. But yeah, this doesn't exist right now anywhere else. I know there's another company that's going to be bringing it out. They're doing an ICO, I think, right now, but they have not yet gone to market, and so we're excited to be first to market on this. So obviously we know Bitcoin trading volume is insane. This was in January, 15,000. I'm sure we'll get there in the next month or so, but there's just tons of volume, and all of these different exchanges are trading at insane amounts, and it's just going to continue to grow. So this is why exchanges, I think, are really critical to the growth and the sustainability, the sustained growth of our industry that we work in. So currently we have different types of cryptocurrency exchanges. You have like the fiat to crypto, Coinbase, easy onboarding. You have GDAX, which is part of Coinbase. You have some of the Korean exchanges, Kraken, which is a little bit of Coinbase, a little bit of GDAX, Binance and KuCoin. And all of them have different types of regulations, different approach. Coinbase is very heavily regulated. They're very much pro-regulation. Now with Binance and KuCoin, they all went to Japan to get regulated, and they're just crypto to crypto. And their growth models are, I think, all different. And so where we sort of fit in is, since we provide so many solutions, we feel that we provide a region that's underserved with huge population bases. And we're able to sort of provide each of these layers, like the crypto to crypto, the GDAX and Coinbase approach, where we're able to provide easy onboarding through fiat into crypto. And then, we're very regulation focused. We have a lot of very long-standing governmental ties in Southeast Asia, especially with the Philippine government, Malaysia, Indonesia. And some of these countries are very, very pro crypto because it helps support their country, and it eliminates some of the remittance problems that these countries face. And I'll get into that in just a second. So Hybrid Central is the last piece of our ecosystem. It's our education and news aggregation program. It's an application. So what we have is like basic learning so people can get, involved. Right now, there's a few places you tell people to go learn about crypto, but what we want to do is just make it an easy place for people to go download the app, and then they can look through channels, like different channels about different sectors, different parts of the industry, and any part they're interested in, they can start learning more, and we provide little learning modules. We have some, larger influencers that are creating channels on the platform so that they'll be able to push out their own content and monetize that through using our token. So people will pay for the, someone like, like Ian Bellina, for example, he's going to be working on our platform, and he's going to continue to push content out through our platform. People will be able to purchase some of his premium content. Right now, this is in beta. We have it in Chinese and in English, so this is something we're continuously improving on, and it's just like basically a beta version of it right now, and it's going to continue to grow. And we have been hiring some great content developers, and then working with some other partners to be able to push like true education models out so people can become more qualified to work in crypto or to learn and trade and just participate in this new digital global economy. So here's our token. We have a set number of tokens. It's about 1 billion. We have a $50 million hard cap. I think that we actually will reach that prior to going to open token sale. So we have a lot of commitments from large institutional partners in Southeast Asia. So we're pretty excited about that. Talked about the utility just a little bit. It powers the entire ecosystem. So any place you want to make a stop, I guess, in the ecosystem, the coin acts as the payment system for that. And then what we have is it also powers our steady coin. So what it is, we're creating a coin called Hybrid FX, HFX, and it's paired to different currencies around the world. And so this really helps with the remittance problem we were talking about. So HFX, it's multiple currency pairs, one-to-one, backed by fiat deposit. Very similar to Tether in the sense, but it'll be audited, and we actually have cooperation with a few governments, and we'll announce that over the next couple of months, where we'll be working with central banks and whatnot to put these currencies into play. So right now we have a few different bank accounts where we'll be depositing, I think, starting with Hong Kong dollar, I believe is the first one we'll be using, and then moving to Filipino peso, Indian rupee, and Malaysian ringgit. So those are the first ones we're working on. So this will be audited every month. There will be public records of it. And we'll get into more of the details when we announce the full rollout of this program. But it's something that really goes to benefit our target market, and it's also an easy way to provide on-ramp for new people getting into crypto. It's easy to change fiat into a steady coin, so people don't see their investment go, lose any money before they're able to put it into something else. And obviously you get all the benefits of using the blockchain and using cryptocurrency, but in a currency that's stable. And this is great for people that work in the overseas that need to send money back home to their families. So we'll be announcing more about this, but it's a really exciting project that I'm pretty passionate about. So just a basic outlook what we're doing. We have our advantage, I guess. It's like we have Base Trade, the first ever shopping cart experience that exists in crypto. We have 24 hours customer support, both chat and talk, and I think that's a huge plus right now. You send in a ticket at exchanges, and it's a huge pain in the ass to wait around to get an answer. I've experienced it. Access to new markets in Asia. There's a lot of local services that exist for cryptocurrency markets, but we're not, we're tapping into it in a large way, and we have some pretty incredible team members that provide us access to these markets and existing partnerships like with governments and regional, different leaders. We have a token, it's a use case that exists. We have exchange relationships. We already have a huge liquidity pool we're going to pull from with multiple different exchanges, partnerships that exist, especially with some in South Korea, which I think will alleviate some of the arbitrage that exists in the world right now, especially in South Korea. And the remittance solutions through the HFX. Community growth, I think it's key to being able to continue to this growth and to see the price continue to increase. The more education that exists, the more people that understand how to use the product and what cryptocurrency is, and they get solid information, the more we'll see this industry grow. So we provide that through community engagement. We do like these, basically like road shows in Southeast Asia. We had a conference in December in Macau where we had over 2,000 people attend just to learn about crypto, like new investors and new people that are interested in it. So we're constantly trying to build our network and build just awareness about the products that we're offering and crypto in general. So here's some of our team. We have a few members actually that aren't listed on here. I don't know if you're familiar with Apollo Ono. He's an 8-time Olympic athlete. He won eight medals in the Winter Games. He's a speed skater. He's supposed to be here, but he's still broadcasting in South Korea right now on NBC. But he's one of the co-founders. Jonathan Bates was a former director at JP Morgan Chase. Reef Collins is our senior advisor. He's the founder of Tether. He also founded Block V, and he's been at Bitcoin, I think, since 2010, 2011. Jonathan Weinberger, he's our counsel. He's I urge you to go read his bio. It is pretty impressive. He's worked for the Department of Justice, Treasury. He's a very impressive person. Sung Cho, he ran one of the largest clearing houses in Asia. Jeff over here is a former U.S. Navy officer, and he's getting a master's in writing his dissertation or his thesis on blockchain and integration into governments. I come from a background in crypto. I've been in Bitcoin since 2012. Brian Kangs runs a pretty large investment fund. He's done fairly well from that. And, he's very, very good at business development. He's working with us full time. And David Antivilo is basically our corporate entity and sort of accounting type of department. We have a whole bunch of other developers and things like that. It's a fairly large team, but you can get into that if we read the white paper. So current in roadmap and where we've been sort of, we started, the concept really in March, then May we sort of started developing on it. December we released the white paper. We had the Hybrid Central beta launch. Then we're sort of in the pre-sale process right now. Then March 15th through the 22nd is what we're scheduled for the open token sale. I don't know if that's going to happen, to be honest. Anyway, April we're launching all of our exchanges though in base trade and hybrid exchange. The fiat to crypto and the crypto to crypto exchange will launch in April. And then the hybrid trade, the advanced trading platform, will launch at the end of April, and that'll be more of a beta launch. So, yeah, that's basically Hybrid Block. We're excited to be able to sort of bring a new product to the market and focus on an exciting area of the world. And yeah, if you have any questions, I'll be over here for a little while. So, thanks, guys.
Thanks again.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, Carson. We're going to take a break, and before we do that, just want to mention again the early bird on the Bitcoin Super Conference 2 coming up in Dallas in the fall. Let me get you some info on that. If you go to bitcoinsuperconference.com/early, you can get the early bird registration fee, so I encourage you to check that out.